Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Recently I have come to a realization in life, that is, to lead a healthy, successful, happy life, one needs to always have training session both for his body and for his mind. The problem here is often the problem of the body is taken care of, but the problem of the mind is often left alone. But at the same time, when you take, both are often always similar. Like the most important thing that you take for the health is that, most importantly, two things. One is what you intake, the other is how you exercise. This is the thing, because what you eat, that's what people say, which means regarding, as Naval says, the all of the problems of the modern society and life is that is abundance. So we need to curtail the calories and take healthy foods like protein, fiber rich foods and things. So we need to in order to be healthy and happy, we need to be taking limited amount of high quality food. Likewise, when you take this is one thing. Other aspect of health is that you need to exercise, strengthen, use your muscles so that they tear, and then because of that they grow back, and then you have a decent muscle mass, and you are able to move physically and able to do chores and things. These are the first and the second aspects of health. Likewise, the same applies to the aspect of mind. When you take the case of mind, you are people say you are what you consume, and here also it applies. You are what you consume, because at the end of the day, all you have is your mind, all you have is your consciousness. That means you are often always flooded with a lot of information, like about what is happening in the another country, what is happening in another continent and everything, what is happening in the next house and everything, and you're always often always bombarded with information, and what your friend is doing, what your friend of friend is doing, and everyone. Because of this, you are often always bombarded with the information. The problem of here is that you are often always switching context. Like you will be now here you will be watching a reel, then your friend will send you a message and you go there, then even if you take the videos, you will often always watch videos that are lesser duration, so that you will switch one thing from watching geopolitics, then you go to entertainment, then you go somewhere. But this is a lot of issue. This creates a mind which is often always not able to focus on a single item, a single task for a prolonged period of time. But at the same time, in modern societies, the thing is, it is highly specialized. Like if you are a doctor, you will be specialized in orthopedics, cardiology, or nephrology, whatever, those things. Or if when you take the case of software engineers, will be front end, back end, like will be going into research and everything. Everything in every field that you take, we are often, the specialists are rewarded. But for the specialization to occur, one has to spend enormous amount of time and energy and focus attention into that specific field, and then proceed further. But at the same time, when we are often always addicted to this sort of information, like which you don't normally control. If you are consuming what you are fed, then you will often the food that is increase in calories, you will be getting with food that is often always enriched with the dopamine. Like they will add like this much amount of dopamine, like sent to you and things like that. So this is not what you often always want. So like you're eating healthy, you need to consume healthy information. The things that are healthy can be something that you really value, even if you take productivity videos and everything and things like that, that also comes under here, because that is also recommended to you. It is not something that you actively curate, select and then allow, so that you are going into that. So for the first thing that can be that you can do will be like, you instead of scrolling the feeds, scrolling the free feeds and everything, you specifically as purpose go and search things, and you consume things, and then proceed further. This is one thing regarding if you really want to go with videos and other things. The other brain food that can be is that is reading, because text, as in the case, is often always has the highest density of information. Because when you think about it, like when you take the text, if you read it, your mind will imagine a lot of how the world is building. If you take the case of fiction or something, even in non-fiction, if it is a biography or something, you will be imagining everything in your mind. And here the other thing is like, when reading, you are actively participating by means of reading and then imagining and then processing. Then you will be having second order thinking, third order thinking, like how this will work. You will have a thought chain and things. So another brain food that is healthy can be reading. And then this is the major thing. Like first, control what you eat in terms of your mind. And then the second is like exercise. You need to often always exercise your mind. Like it has to be exhausted, it has to be trained, so that it is often always like a stretcher to its potential. If that is not done, as entropy kicks in, or like if you are not working, you will often always like lose your muscle mass. Like that is happening when you are not using your mental muscle. It often atrophies and then goes away. Even in the case of like LLMs and everything, like where they themselves, the computer itself think for itself, you simply prompt it, like ask things, it is often making you think lesser and lesser. If you often always go with the brain rot content and then use the LLMs and do ask you to make decisions of your life and delegate that, you will often always be in a vague, fussy mood. But that is not what you actually want. So the most important thing here is that you take decisions for you. So for the first so this is the most important thing. So you need to actively think, ponder, and how things work, how this doesn't work and things like that. And also you need to go with solving problems, like it can be real world problems of your life, or like mathematical and logical problems or whatever. Actually, when you take the case of all the successful people, everyone, entrepreneurs and everyone, like they're often always geniuses, because because at the end of the day, you yourself have the same brain capacity as that of Elon Musk, or like whoever, Jeff Bezos or whoever. So which means only thing that matters is that they are the top of the field, like they are the top 1, 2, 3 people, which means like they are the if you take the case of the body, like, there are athletes who are training for like maximum potential, like who are training at the top. But the same is the case for the top of the brass where you are aiming. If you're aiming for sports, you will be working with your physical muscle and everything. So the same applies for the intellectual muscle. If you just want to do everything, they also have the same brain power, they also have the same consciousness, you too have the same consciousness. All that matters is that they are practicing like that with their mind. They are solving hard problems, technical problems. They are thinking with first principles. They are eating healthy food. They don't like score mindlessly scroll. If they had been if they had done all those things, they would not be there, right? So the most important thing is that they are actively practicing, exercising, stretching their mind, thinking, and all those things. That's what we need to do. So that is the thing. And the other thing can be like you can play strategy games like chess and other things. That something, whatever thing that actually makes you trains things. The other thing is that you will not develop muscle when you simply go one day to the gym and get back and things. So as you are having a exercise routine for your exercise or strength training routine for your body, you need to also have exercise routine for your mind, where you are simply like maybe you are solving some arithmetic problems, or like understanding what your problem is, and then simply like writing and things like that. It can be better. The another tip that can be is that nowadays we are often always typing. The moment we leave school and colleges and things, we often do not write that much. But at the same time, if you sort of get into the habit of like writing and things like that, maybe like that dexterity and everything, that also makes you makes you learn things more and things like that. Please also try that. If you have watched this so far, thanks for watching. It's a hope you do things well and exercise your mind as well as your body, so that you will succeed in life. Let's see in some other video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.